welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and look what UPS just dropped off. You guys, I have a couple of my Black Friday sneak peeks in hand to share with you, and I'm so excited. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. I hope you are all doing very, very well leading up to the holiday weekend and all the Black Friday fun that Diamond Art Club, among other shops, have in store for us. So Diamond Art Club in particular is going all out this year. We have 111 new releases coming out that are releasing at midnight Eastern time or 9 p.m. Pacific time on Thanksgiving for Diamond tier members. And if you want some company and want to go through all the kits with us, my friend Lindsay and I are doing our annual Black Friday live stream countdown and would love to have you there. I'll have that linked below if you want to take a look and see when it starts in your time zone. We're starting 2 hours before the Diamond release time. And then all these new releases are going live the next morning at 7 a.m. Pacific, I believe. So that early Black Friday release time, that's tradition. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into this particular kit, which is a gorgeous one from Yuumei called Pumpkin Nook. And we're still in the fall season. This one still feels pretty timely to me. And of course, it's Yuumei. I feel like Yuumei is often a staple of Black Friday at Diamond Art Club. So this one's going to be 65 by 65 centimeters. That's a pretty good size, and we're going to have square drills, so lots of details. Now, I'm going to go through the different features of this kit as if you're new to this company, because new people are discovering DAC all the time. I want to make sure you get a good sense for what the shop has to offer. But of course, if you're a seasoned diamond painter with Diamond Art Club, then I understand if you're going to skip ahead to the special drills and the canvas and all that. But 80 colors, 2 ABs and 3 fairy dust. We'll look at those together later for a total of around 68,000 diamonds. They put some info about how to diamond paint on the back. I'll also have some beginner videos linked below if you want some further reading. If you're new to the craft, I have a Diamond Painting 101 tutorial, among others. Kit contents, we're going to go through all of that. And then they do put the name of the kit at the bottom of the box. Now this does look like it's like the old version of the box. Some of my other Black Friday sneak peeks should have the newer iterations where this is like a separate sleeve, but for this one at least, it looks like it's the old style where it's all just printed directly on the box and is one piece. Now, this is the part of my unboxing, my sneak peek, where I usually mention my own discount code for new people that are new to Diamond Art Club, which if you're watching this after Black Friday and you want to save 20% off your first purchase, my discount code is KATIE20, K-A-T-I-E and the number 20. But if you are watching this ahead of Black Friday and planning to shop the Black Friday sale, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Whatever the Black Friday sale is probably going to be better than my first time buyer code. So use that one. I don't actually know what the sale is going to be yet. I don't have that info just yet, but I'm excited to see. It's usually the best discount that they run all year. So I'm very, very much hoping that we'll get some good savings. Okay, let's take a look at their toolkit. Yeah, without me just throwing the pieces everywhere. So we've got the twist and pick pen, as they call it. It comes preloaded with a clear wax. Just give this a twist, it'll start to come out the end like that. And these are more ergonomic than a basic, just skinny pink pen, which is nice. It comes with a multi-placer on the end, which is removable. You can pop it out. That's a 4-placer. They also include a 7-placer, and this is compatible with the metal tips they sell, as long as you make sure you get the ones that are push in, not twist in. Then we get some classic pink heart wax if you prefer that. And they give you some extra clear wax in case you run out of what's in there or you want to use this in your multi-placer. We have some bags to store leftover diamonds in. And then we have their trays, which are my favorite of their toolkit upgrades. These are much bigger than just a basic tray, which I love because I like to multi-place, dump a bunch of diamonds in here and be able to just take off with my multi-placer. And they come with a removable stopper as well as a sliding lid, and they're stackable as well if you have multiples of these and want to stack them. There's little cutouts. So that is that. Now let's take a look at our sticker labels and everything in this envelope, including, let's see what our treasure quest card is going to be. It's always a little surprise. Is that a gold? Yes, it is. Oh, that's a happy surprise. A wonderful way to start. This is my first Black Friday sneak peek that I'm filming. I think it'll be the first one I put up, but yeah, treasure quest cards, really quick. They are 1, a cute collectible, and 2, part of a secondary rewards program. These cards have a rank on them. This one is gold. There's bronze, silver, gold, and black, with black being the rarest. You're mostly going to get bronze cards. If you watch my unboxings, it's mostly bronze cards. But it is random. Even though I got a gold with this kit, if you get this kit as well, you could get any of the other ranks of cards too. There's redemption codes on here you scratch off, and once you get various combinations of the different tiers of cards, you can redeem for things like gift cards or a custom diamond painting. There will be the Treasure Quest card part of the Diamond Art Club website linked below. You can go for all the FAQs and all that info. Now on the inside of this envelope, there is some information about, lots of helpful stuff. I just want to point out the VIP Facebook group, which is a great resource, especially right now. There's a fantastic gal that runs the new release collages profile and is posting all of the new releases as they're being previewed and is doing collages at the end of each day. Really, really, really helpful stuff, especially for Black Friday weekend. So you can join that group once you've made your first purchase. You also do get 20% off your first app purchase. But again, you're probably going to want to use whatever the Black Friday code is anyway. Here's a set of stickers. These are all stickers, as are these. Now we get the original artwork. I'm going to put this in my paper logbook once I actually start working on the kit. Then we have a set of sticker labels to go with the colors in this kit, of which there are 80. In the right-hand side is the DMC code. It comes from the DMC brand of floss, like in cross stitch. Most diamond painting companies use this color code system. Diamond Art Club special drills are at the end. We have Z, which are fairy dust, and AB, which are AB. I'm going to show and explain those to you when we're actually looking at the diamonds in a little bit. So stay tuned for that bit. Let's get a good look at this canvas and all that good stuff. Let's see. This is sideways. Awesome. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Okay, I feel like this is maybe, I can't tell if this is a male character or female character, but I'm loving like all of the men that have been released as a Black Friday release this year. It's been really fun. But either way, this artwork is really, really, really cool. I love all the, it's actually surprisingly colorful in here. And then I love to see lots of color blocking in the background, so I'm going to be able to zip right through that. This is really neat, you guys. Oh, I like it a lot. Let's go through the features. So we have their branding up here at the top. Do What Makes You Sparkle, Diamond Art Club. The canvas material itself, I really like Diamond Art Club's canvases. It's nice to diamond paint on. It's soft on the back, but more importantly, I just like that it lays flat really well, and it's got a nice weight to it. It's also nice to hang if you wanted to display it. And we use, I don't work for Diamond Art Club. They use a sticky poured glue and have a perforated plastic cover. It's a pretty thick plastic cover too. So we have these sections that are around 4 by 4 inches or 10 by 10 centimeters. And so if you want to work within those sections, you totally can. We have a legend up here at the top left, as well as over at the bottom right. It takes up basically nearly the whole side of either side. Here we have a thumbnail of the original artwork, the title, the size, and copyright. This piece is legally licensed, just like all of Diamond Art Club's kits. That means that Yuumei has both given permission for the use of this artwork by Diamond Art Club and is being compensated for it as well. We have their socials and another discount code. FYI, for Black Friday, they are posting different previews on each of their socials. So like on the hour, one image will go up on their Facebook page and a different image will go up on their Instagram. So if you're wanting to see all of the 111 previews, you could check there, or the VIP Facebook group where that collages profile is posting all of them. Your canvas also comes with a lifetime warranty, your kit does rather. So as long as you're the original owner and purchaser of your kit, you're covered under that lifetime warranty, which includes things like if you were to run out of a drill color or run into any other issues with your kit. And you can just contact customer support and they will take you from there. So this kit definitely has a lot of confetti in some areas, which is pretty common with Yuumei's artwork. Confetti is where you have a lot of color changes in a small area, like you can see in some of these spots, and areas like that you typically will then get more detail and some nice color blending. The opposite of confetti is color blocking, and I will show that to you when we get up to the top where there really is quite a lot of it. But this one actually seems to have a nice mix of both, which is nice because here, this is color blocking. Color blocking is where you have a lot of the same symbol in an area, and so you'll be able to grab a multi-placer, zip through those. That color is going to be in your tray for longer, so it'll be nice to have that color blocking in chunks of the background and even parts of the pumpkin. So, and then some confetti in other areas. Yeah, this is a nice balanced mix in my personal opinion. The symbol clarity is good. This just looks like what I've come to expect from Diamond Art Club. Now let me do a quick measurement just to confirm we're true to size. We usually are, but you know me. I like to just double check. Every once in a while you run into a minor error. But yeah, we're good. We're just a tick shy of 65 centimeters each way. I'm going to call that true to size. Now, diamonds. Let's take a look at these diamonds together. They do put a sticker on here that tells you what kit these go with, just FYI. All right, there's our color spread. So yeah, you have some dark background colors and then a surprising amount of brighter colors in the middle. So let's take a look. So the DMC code is going to be printed on the bag, though these are not in DMC order. They're actually roughly in order of weight or the amount of diamonds. Lots of dark blues. We have the 823, the 939, into the 310. So those are our background colors. These are Diamond Art Club square drills, which I feel like are some of the best quality on the market. I like working with their square drills a lot. They're usually very consistent in size and shape and are minimal when it comes to trash. Trash drills are when you have diamonds that have tabs sticking off the side or are inconsistent in terms of size and shape. And that becomes a problem because square drills sit up right next to each other, flush on all sides on the canvas. So if you have diamonds that have a bit sticking off the side or are a little bit bigger than the others, there's not going to be enough space for them and they'll want to pop up off the canvas. And this is not something I run into with Diamond Art Club often at all. Here's our first special drill. It's a Fairy Dust Diamond Z743. It's a pretty kind of pale yellow, pale beige. Now, Fairy Dust Diamonds have this really subtle, shimmery, pearlescent effect where it looks like someone just took a little bit of a fine glitter mica powder and brushed it on the tops of these diamonds. That effect is really subtle. We'll see if we have maybe one of the other colors that'll be a little bit more obvious, but with the lighting I have right now, with this natural lighting, it's not showing up as well on camera, but there is a definite visible little kind of glitter effect on those. We'll check the other. There's, I think, 2 more Fairy Dust colors. We'll see if it shows up maybe a little bit better on those. I think I see our first AB though. So yeah, our first AB special drill is AB 3819. This is like a pale olive green, almost like a chartreuse color. Now AB stands for Aurora Borealis. You cannot miss the iridescent coating on the tops of these diamonds. It really jumps out at you and is going to stand out more than Fairy Dust diamonds do. It's going to grab some of the colors of the drills around them and going to draw your eye to the areas it has been charted. So definitely a more special or bold type of special drill compared to Fairy Dust. If you're noticing, like I am, some of the static in these, well, hold that thought. Here's our other AB, which is AB 807. This great blue AB. And we are going to look at the canvas together to see where these special drills go. But yes, if you're noticing the static that I am in these bags, that is common when it comes to resin diamonds. It just happens, especially when you put them in plastic, which is also static prone. It's not a deal breaker for me when it comes to companies because I like resin squares especially, and so I'll put up with dealing with some static if I get good quality squares. How I combat it is to, when I open these up, I'm going to pour these straight into an open dryer sheet, sift them around a bit, and then pour them straight from the dryer sheet into the container. It's a lifesaver. Here's our next special drill. It's Z3708. This pink one, I am struggling. There it is. There's a little holy drill there. That would be trash. I'm not going to place that. But there is a pearlescent coating on these. It is just very, very subtle. Okay, we're going to cross our fingers for the other Fairy Dust to maybe show just a little bit better. By the way, if you notice trash like that one that we just saw, Diamond Art Club usually gives plenty extra of all their drill colors, so you shouldn't have to use any bad diamonds. You should be able to just pick out the trash and use the good ones. But like I said, if you do run out of a color, as long as you're the original one that purchased the kit, you can contact customer support about replacements. All right, last special drill here. That's a fun color. Z913. Okay, you can kind of see it. Yeah, you can see it better on this one than I think the other 2 colors. Let's see if I can get more to be face up here. There we go. So you can see that little fine glitter coating and that pearlescent sheen maybe a little bit better. we're getting to the end of this strand, and this is the last of the colors in this kit. As far as where the special drills go, I'm going to take a quick look ahead of you, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so just to give you a super quick recap, we had 2 ABs. We had that really kind of vibrant blue one and the kind of chartreuse color. Then for fairy dust, we had a pale yellow, that kind of aqua minty green, and the light pink color. So let's start down here at the bottom. And the darker blue that's in some of these plants, like right here, that's going to be the blue AB. I see it in this one, a little bit in this leaf over here. In some of these areas, it's that lighter blue color, kind of over here as well. I also see some of that chartreuse AB. It's this lighter color on the tops of these mushrooms, as well as right there. This is kind of light. It looks yellow on camera, I think, right there. And then it's on the tops of some of these mushrooms over here, as well as there, and kind of going up the side of the pumpkin right there. And then moving up into here, there's some more of the chartreuse. You can see there's like mushrooms right here. That's some of the chartreuse AB. You hear that airplane? That's so loud. My gosh. Then we have a sprinkling of the pale yellow fairy dust here on the, like, around the front and clasp of the cloak. There's also a little bunch of that fairy dust over here. Pale yellow fairy dust is in the hat here and in these yellow areas. The side of this potion bottle is the pale yellow fairy dust, and the kind of side of the pumpkin is pale yellow fairy dust, as are the glow spots in the pumpkin's eyes. It's pale yellow fairy dust. Now, the pale pink fairy dust, which we didn't have a lot of at all, it looks like is just, I think this is the steam coming off of this mug of tea. There's a light pink color that's in this steam, and that's the only spot I am seeing that pale pink fairy dust color. Now that greenish fairy dust color, that one, I am a little bit convinced that I am missing it somewhere somehow, because I only saw it in a couple of spots up here towards the top. There's a patch of it right here. Okay, there's a little bit of it right down here. You see this little patch, these really light green colors. It's right there. And then I'm bringing you back up. And then some of these light green sparkles, like this sparkle, these sparkles. This is that light greenish mint fairy dust color. It's in those sparkles too. And then this yellow color, the glow on the underside of these leaves, is going to be the light yellow fairy dust color. It kind of goes all the way through here. And then we have some of that chartreuse AB kind of in some of these lines of the leaves too. And there's like a little bit of the chartreuse AB right here, as well as over here. And then up here in the top, we have a little bit more of the blue AB. It's this sparkle over here in particular. Trying to see if that was it. It might have been. There's a sparkle over here that was the blue AB. I can't remember if I mentioned earlier. Let me check over here. I think that might be it though. Yeah. So yeah, those are our special drills that are going to be in this one. So lots of the yellow glow. I feel like when you've got a jack-o'-lantern, having some special drills and the glows of like the eyes and the glow like of the fire is almost like a must. Is kind of a foregone conclusion. And sparkles against a dark background, those special drills are really going to stand out really well against the black, dark blue background colors a lot. It's going to pop in a really, really pretty way. So this is Pumpkin Nook by Yuumei and is such a fun seasonal kit. I love Yuumei's artwork and seeing all the different ones that Diamond Art Club comes out with. I know this isn't the only one that I don't think it's the only one that they've previewed. I think there's some other. Yeah, there's a 13th hour, which I will have a belated sneak peek. That one's going to be a first look, but I am so stoked for that one too. So it turns out Yuumei's artwork turns out so well as diamond paintings from Diamond Art Club. If you want to see some examples, because it's nice to see completed kits before you make a decision about if you're going to buy, I recommend going to Diamond Art Club's website and searching by artist. You can just look up Yuumei specifically and then click into some of those kits and look in the reviews section. And often people will post pictures once they've completed the kit, which is my favorite kind of review to see. So that helps me get an idea of how an artist's artwork is going to translate to diamond painting form by a particular company. And so that's what I would recommend doing if you're wanting to get a sense for like, am I going to like how this turns out? But let me give you a super quick recap. This is part of Diamond Art Club's Black Friday release. This release is happening. The general release time is going to be early Friday morning. I believe it's 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. There is an extra early access window specifically just for Diamond Tier Rewards members that begins at 9 p.m. Pacific on Thursday. So after you've had your Thanksgiving dinner, if you're celebrating Thanksgiving, and that's midnight, technically midnight Friday if you're Eastern time. Now, it is always a little bit nutty, you guys. Black Friday is always really something else. I believe that the early access is only going to be available on the website and not the app. You should have gotten an email from them, I think earlier today. I think when that happened, was that today or yesterday? And they put the release time in the time zones for everybody in the diamond tier and some important notes that you want to make sure that you read. If you want to have some company and like build the anticipation and excitement leading up to the actual diamond release. Like I said, Lindsay from Emeralds and Fairy Lights and I will be live here on my channel starting at 7 p.m. Pacific. That'll be linked below if you want to set a reminder. It is always a fun time and we'd really love to have you join us. We always get to take a look at all these kits and then scramble at release time and hopefully not dawdle and miss out on our must-have kits. So yeah, it'll be a good time. It's always a fun one. So anyway, you guys, I'm gonna let you go. Let me know what your thoughts and first impressions are down in the comments. Is this one gonna make your shopping list for Black Friday, your wish list for later, or just be one that you enjoy vicariously through others? All the above are excellent choices. But either way, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to stay up to date with my diamond painting videos. I do unboxings and reviews from a variety of different companies here on my channel, as well as weekly whip and chats if you want some company while you're crafting on Monday mornings, and lots of other diamond painting related stuff. So either way, you guys have a safe and happy holiday weekend. I hope to see you in the countdown live tomorrow night. And I hope you're doing very, very well. Have a day and a week that's as wonderful as you are. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.